Honorable members, the last item on the order paper is a debate on an urgent matter of national importance in terms of Rule 130 in the name of Mrs. N.W.A. Mazzone on Eskom energy crisis. Honorable Mazzone.
Deputy Speaker, South Africa is now in an official hostage situation. We have a situation where two belligerent parties, one being Eskom and the other being the ANC, are holding the South African Republic, the South African economy, and every person within South Africa as security in the hostage drama. We, as South Africa, have a metaphorical knife to our throat, and we are being forced to pay a never-ending ransom to Eskom, or else the throat will be slit and the result will be a full-out blackout and the death of South Africa as we know it. This is no over-exaggeration, and this is not panic peddling. This is the absolute reality. We are teetering on the very edge. We should be absolutely terrified at exactly what would happen if this crisis worsens. As government, every single effort and every single action should be focused on nothing other than averting this crisis. And to anticipate any possible responses, no, enough has not been done, and enough is not being done to save our country. The date is the 11th of December 2014. The Deputy President and the Leader of Government Business is one Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa. The plan is to turn around Eskom. Mr. Ramaphosa will oversee this. The plans fail dismally. The date is the 11th of July 2017. The Deputy President and the Leader of Government Business is one Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa. A new plan is discussed to turn around Eskom, increase revenue and reduce spending. Plans fail dismally. The date is the 31st of January 2018. The Deputy President and the Leader of Government Business is Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa. Fitch downgrades Eskom. Eskom vows to implement a turnaround strategy. We now wait. Eskom is clawing its way back. I think we can see the plan has failed dismally. The date is the 2nd of December 2018. The President is Cyril Ramaphosa. The Leader of Government Business is Mr. David Mabuza. Rolling blackouts have rocked the country yet again. A new turnaround strategy is planned for implementation. And I think we can all agree, the plans have failed dismally. I have watched year after year, Eskom board after Eskom board, rolling blackout after rolling blackout, Eskom price increase after Eskom price increase. Eskom just gets worse. As a state-owned entity, the company simply cannot function. The ideological battles within the ANC are now not only ripping the party itself apart, it is causing an economic crisis the likes of which this country has never seen. The DA has not just sat back and complained. We have taken proactive steps of providing solutions, providing legislation, requesting countless times to sit around the table and be of service. We have said it so many times. This crisis transcends the bounds of politics. The very future of our country is at stake here. The kind of overhaul needed at Eskom should mean splitting Eskom into a generation entity completely independent of the transmission and distribution entity. The generation entity should be privatized over time, where well-functioning power stations can be offloaded to the private sector that will do just that, create cheaper and more sustainable energy. Our bill was in fact gazetted just yesterday for public comment, and it is the first real concrete step in changing the Eskom structure. Less talk, a little bit more action. The Minister of Finance, Tito Mboweni, announced another set of bailouts for struggling state-owned entities yesterday in his budget speech. A massive 69 billion rand lifeline has been promised to Eskom over the next 3 years. Unfortunately, that is not nearly enough to keep the sinking boat afloat. The truth is that Eskom has hit an iceberg in the form of a mounting debt of 419 billion rand and counting, an oversized workforce, low productivity, lack of critical skills, brand new faulty power stations, scar tissues from years of corruption and maintenance backlogs are just some of the problems that face this entity. When one adds the municipal debt that is owed to Eskom, this sinking ship has one way to go, and that's straight down. The financial lifeline and split of Eskom into 3 entities will not be enough to save Eskom. Even with the 3 units, there will still be only one board calling the shots. What Eskom needs is a complete overhaul, not a mere rejig. Now we need to face some very harsh realities. State capture hit its very zenith during the term of this Parliament. It was devised, executed, and almost completed under the watch of then-President Jacob Zuma and his entire cabinet. President Ramaphosa has himself said this is known as the 9 wasted years. 9 wasted years indeed. But let me tell you what was also wasted. 6 opportunities to vote in a motion of a no confidence to vote out President Jacob Zuma. 6 times the ANC voted in favor of keeping him and cheered and sang and gave him a standing ovation. Every time these motions were defeated. Every single member of the ANC in this House is to blame for state capture. The politics of the stomach completely winning over the politics of the people. I have to laugh when I hear statements made in the media such as, "We had no idea it was this bad," or "What, should we have acted sooner?" Yes, you should have acted immediately. But you see what happens if you'd acted immediately, were those pesky little small anyana skeletons would have had nowhere to go and hide. It simply cannot be that every single member of the executive did not know what was happening under your very noses. You aided and abetted the selling off piece by piece of our country, and shame be upon you all. The ANC government has taken the people of South Africa for fools one too many times. South Africans are politically astute, and we will not fall for these games and lies again. It is not normal, and never should it be, that rolling blackouts rule our lives. The time has come for South Africans to take back their power. The date is the 9th of May 2019. Cyril Ramaphosa is no longer the President of South Africa. The people of South Africa have taken back their power. The date is the 10th of May 2019. The President is one Mr. Musi Maimane.
Honorable Mganga Kamashe.
Honorable Speaker,
Yes, honorable member. Honorable, please take a seat.
may I stand on a point of order
Yes, sir.
for an offering?
I'm listening.
Yes, I think we have got enough psychiatrists to offer services to the previous speaker. I'm just offering, and it's free.
Please
Very
take
free.
your seat.
Point of order.
That's not a point of order. Yes, honorable member.
Not only is it not a point of order, but it's casting aspersions on a member of this House. And I would advise that the Honourable Minister should withdraw the statement that he's just made.
Yes. Okay, we'll come back to you just now. Proceed, honorable member.